This is a series of unintended indiscretions before microphone and camera.
Hi guys, welcome to another Jeff Motard Motovlog. Again, happy to be riding because it's been such shit weather lately. It's windy as hell now, but yeah, you know, a bit of wind never hurt anyone. You may notice I'm driving a bit strange. That's because I'm on a road I've never been before in my entire life. Just started following my nose this morning. It's the great thing about sat-nav. No matter where I go, I always find my way back. Where should we go? It really is windy as shit. Can't feel it here between the buildings, but we go right. I've been drawing up some plans for my UK tour, but I'm gonna be short on time. If I want to do it in 5 days, I'm going to have to cut something. I don't want to cut anything. The choice is basically going to be Yorkshire or Wales. Either one of the two will have to go, and it's gonna be Yorkshire, which is a pity because it's so lovely there. But then again, Wales is lovely as well, and that fits better in my tour, a lot better. I'll just keep going. What villages are on the left? What's on the right? I don't know any of them, so I'm continuing straight. Anywho's, last video you couldn't really see anything of my new setup. So basically this is the power supply socket. This is the sat-nav, obviously. This is the wiring of the sat-nav, but just push that in between here and hope it doesn't fall out. Haven't done my waterproof test of the sat-nav casing yet, but I will do that at home, not with the sat-nav in it, of course. It would be stupid to test it with the sat-nav in it. Unless it starts raining now, then it will be tested with the sat-nav in it. I'll just follow that tow truck in front of me. If I get engine failure, he can tow me home. Why are people looking at me so strange? Must be the camera on my head. They all sort of look at me like aliens. They have landed, I knew it. They ride motorcycles. And my favorite stable, being Yamaha, is producing a lot of great bikes lately. You have the MT-09, which could be considered as the follow-up of this one, with a 3-cylinder cross-plane 900cc engine. I wanna test that one. Seeing the power it puts out at various rev ranges, that's gonna be a wheelie monster. If you just flick your wrist gently there, you're gonna be pulling a wheelie. Their cross-plane engines are they're fantastic. And they're doing all that within a reasonable budget. And now so after the MT-09, they come up with the MT-07. I don't remember the cylinder. I think it's about the 700cc. I think it's 689 or 679 or something like that. A 2-cylinder, 2 inline crossplane. And it starts off really cheap. If you want to buy it in Belgium, it starts off at 5,990 euros. And I think that's including ABS, but I'm not sure. It could be that it's 500 euros extra for the ABS. Probably it's going to be 500 euros extra for the ABS. But it's out competing everything, every single bike of the competition in that range. Spec wise on paper it all looks similar except for the weight. The weight is so much. The Kawasaki 600 ER6N, which is also a very good bike, that one I rode already, weighs in at 206 kilos, and I believe the Yamaha, again I'm not too sure about the exact number, but it's at least 30 kilos less. And I really want to try that one. I have to be very, very kind to the Yamaha dealer behind my corner. Use my charms there and see if I can get that one as a replacement bike if I enter this one for maintenance. It would be great, or the MT-09 for that matter, also be great. But I actually would prefer to test the MT-07. It only puts out like 75 or 85 horsepower at the rear wheel, but yeah, with that weight it's enough. You don't need more than that on a road like this, especially if you're behind a tow truck. I think I'm using about 30 of my 106 horsepower. What have you guys been up to? Oh, and something I've been dying to ask. You may have noticed in my previous videos that I cut out about every silent bit, but I've been wondering about that. What would be best? Cut out the silent bits and have a fluent conversation, a fluent monologue, if you will, or leave the silent bits so you have a better idea of the road I'm following, but then you don't have a fluent conversation, because sometimes I need to think about what I'm about to say. For A, are my opinions not too right-wing? B, no, I'm kidding about that. I have to translate in my head, because English is not my native language. Every time I want to say something, I first have to run it by my internal translator. And that one doesn't always work that fast. Ah, the winds are horrible. It wouldn't be so bad if it would be a consistent wind. But unfortunately there are gushes of wind, very heavy gushes of wind, so it's hard to anticipate on those, because sometimes you'll go past a typical blowhole and you're gonna expect to be hit by a gush of wind, but at that point the wind is down for a bit. Now the wind isn't that bad, so you're not hit by the wind. And the next blowhole you think, yeah, the wind was down, you're hit by the worst gush of wind. Oh no! Well, it's a good test for my sat-nav. Will it stay on? There's also a safety clip on it, so if it was to come off the click-on system, it wouldn't drop to the floor. So that would be great. I have no idea what village we're in. see what road we're on, but I do not know what village this is. It's a small village in any case. It is a nice road though. I like smaller roads. I don't enjoy open roads that much. If I would have the choice between a small mountain road with lots of twisties and turns and bits in it, or the German Autobahn, well, the choice would be obvious. Give me the small mountain road. I have no intention of ever well, yeah, I want to go to the German Autobahn for about 5 minutes to test my top speed, and then I'll come back over smaller roads. Fucking hell, now it's very windy. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm being blown off the fucking road. I suppose it's not that bad. I heard the UK was getting it pretty badly the last few weeks. I think these are leftovers of the storms that hit the UK. But luckily, in Belgium, by the time it hits us, most of the power of the storm is gone. Short turn. Oh, this is a bigger road. I should have gone straight. Now I've got headwinds. I'm only doing 70 and it feels like I'm doing 120. Being blown about. Probably you can hear it. Fuck. Cock, as they might say. Ooh, it's becoming mountainous here. Can you see that on the camera? I'm actually going downhill. Nice change to the flatness of Antwerp. I'm quite scared of blowing debris for the moment. As you can see, all the signs here have been blown down, and I really do not want to get hit by a branch or a sign or whatever.